Come on, game. Slow, 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 slow. Here we go. Right. Yeah. Why not? It's not what I wanted, but there you go. Hughes snubs Gainsborough. That's not great. There's no point looking at all these players now because I already know I can't afford them. Egg Petito, that one's still on the table, and Kipre still on the table as well. Okay. I'd like at least one of those two to move on, so I can bring someone else in. It's trimming the fat now. We brought in loads of players for pre-season and a lot of them really impressed me. Unfortunately, not all of them can stay. So I think at this rate, it's going to be the old boys that are going to leave first because they're the ones, you know, we didn't get promoted under them, so they're obviously not that great. Here we go. Anderson coming in for Walker. I'm tempted to make another change. Hunt did well in the last game, but he tends to do well off the bench. So I'm going to bring Gallagher into the starting lineup. Amos, who else have I got that can play in that role? See, it was O'Connell that started in that role, but he's been out injured. Same with Young. Young's been playing on the left, although Edge had a really good game last match, so it'd be really unfair to drop him. We got so many centre backs, by the way. Way too many. But actually, the one I'm really not happy with is McKee, because he had such a poor game last time, and I know he's better than that. I'll give him one more game. If he doesn't impress me, then I'll drop him for the next one. No pressure, Mark. No pressure. Alright, here we go. Again, they're playing a very flat midfield. Look at all this space, and yet when the game kicks off, all four of these guys will move forward, no doubt. And they've got a defensive midfielder. Is that to combat Amos? Maybe. But there's space here and here. We've got room to manoeuvre, if necessary. And it's a home game, so we will be expecting them to sit quite deep anyway. That's a bad foul. Doyle, who's injured. Which, see, a manager that's not as nice as me would be telling his players to target Doyle because he's got an injury. Who knows? My assistant manager might have already issued that instruction. Tom Young flagged offside. Yes, he let me down in the last game as well after saying good things about him. Although he did get the assist. But up until that assist, he hadn't really done anything. He was playing to a 6.1, which is unacceptable. Never acceptable. Anything below a 6.5 is poor. And in fact, Young is currently playing to a 6.5. So is McKee. So neither of them really are doing anything to win me over. McKee's dropped to a 6.4. This has been a bit of a bland first half, hasn't it? What's going on here? Also, King's picked up a bit of an injury, so I'm going to have to bring Sinfield on for King. I'm going to have to make all my subs now, I think. Constantinou on, and Hunt on for McKee. Triple sub at half time. There's a sign of intent. Let's hope no one gets injured now. Come on, boys. Don't let me down now. Be good, be strong, be positive. Shots wise, 7 shots, 2 on target. Not that we saw any of them. More possession, 71, well it's dropped to 69 now, % pass completion. Crosses 14%, although they've completed 0. So I feel confident about that. It means our defence is actually getting the ball clear when they need to. Here we go. Ball over the top. Oh, he did save it. I was about to say that's really poor by Trott. I think he should have done better than that. Although we don't really see how hard the shot was hit, it should have been saved. Let's be fair. Should have been saved. Also, Gallagher could have been a little bit more composed there. And actually brought that down and then cleared it. Right, come on Trotty. You've got both wingers open. You've got the fullback open. And he's gone straight down the middle, though he has found Gallagher. Amos, good first time ball out to Beckford. Great ball over the top. Constantinou running onto it. Hits it first time. Good save. Not the best shot in the world from Constantinou, but it needed strong hands behind it still. It is wet. The ball can skip off the surface. Good first touch play though. Great ball by Beckford. I was almost expecting Constantinou to arrow that into the top corner. I don't think he caught it right. Positive signs though. His first real involvement in the game, and it's a good shot on target. Although I'm getting a bit worried. We're approaching the end of the match and we've only actually seen one shot from us all game. Don't be a 0-0 draw. Please don't be a 0-0 draw. Snatch a last minute winner. Yes, we got a corner. Gallagher swings it in. Oh god, it's like Hughes all over again. Well, Gallagher's chasing it down. I like Gallagher. He scored I think it was a hat-trick on his debut. Definitely scored more than once on his debut. Hunt tried to slide it through for Edge. Great tackle, Edge. Hunt, Constantinou. Out for Beckford. Gets it out from his feet. Go! Get in! Jay Beckford. What a tackle by Edge. That's the kind of football I like to see. He wanted that more than anybody else on the pitch and he made sure he got it. Perfectly fair to challenge. Constantinou, great ball out for Beckford. Selfless act, saw that the winger was in more space than he was. A very tidy finish. Now all we've got to do is hold on. Or double our lead. Here we go. Morrison on the ball. Inside to Edge. Inside again to Amos. 2-0. Perfect. Why has it taken us... What was it? 80... When did the first goal go in? 82 minutes. Why has it taken us 82 minutes to start playing proper football? Look at that. 2 simple passes. And the ball's in the back of the net. Great strike by Amos. Which is always a good thing to see. And there we go. Nice little 2-0 victory at home. I can't see them getting back into it. In fact, we could grab a third here. Gallagher with the ball in. Oh, Amos was storming into the box, but the keeper came and claimed it. We are getting better from set pieces as well, which is a good sign. I wouldn't say we're that efficient just yet, but we are getting better. But there we go. Full time, 2-0. Perfect result. Where was that performance in the last match? And moves us back up into 6th. But we've still got 6 games in hand over Grays. We've still got 4 games in hand over Bognor Regis. 3 games in hand over these 2. But we're only 2 points... 1 point and 3 points behind them, respectively. It's still ours to lose, everyone. Still ours to lose. We very nearly did after that last game. It was a very poor performance, but what an improvement this time round. That's the Hatfield that I've been watching, that 2-0 victory. Except we've been scoring more goals like that, more efficiently than that. 82 minutes to start playing. That's just not good enough, is it? Really not good enough. But anyway, a result's a result. It worked in our favour. So the next game is against Margate, who are 11th. And then we've got Needham, who are 15th. So these are matches that should be easily winnable for us. Right. I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to check the lead score. I hate losing accumulators on the first leg. That's the worst thing. Anyway. Beckford on form. Yes, he was. Good goal. Played well. And Matt Foy. See, I need to give him more of a chance, really. But then, saying that, he's not really good enough, is he? Sell or release. There you go. Problem solved. He'll be on his way. I believe he was signed by the director of football as well. So, not my loss. Someone else has to explain that one. I would quite like to shore up the defence a bit more though. And I know I've got like 7 or 8 centre-backs to choose from, but I still don't know my best centre-back pairing. That's the problem. And it's very hard to tell. Actually, it's not very hard to tell at all. It's very easy. Squad. And you go... Is it not under here anymore? Tactics? Where's it gone? Is it that? No. Where's it gone? You used to be able to see a list of the best players in each position. Team report. Squad depth. There it is. Okay, so at the back, Baldwin and Rooney are apparently our best rated defenders. Interesting. Very interesting. Up front, Amos and Young tied, and then the other Young, but he's also our best left winger. Craig Ingram is our best attacking midfielder. Okay, I'll definitely bear that in mind. And here we've got Hunt, and Scutt is our best on this side, or Gallagher. This is valuable information, actually. So, who was it at the back? It was Rooney on this side, and Baldwin on this side. I'm going to put King on the bench, because actually King hasn't let me down at all this season. So I think it's very unfair to just drop him. Ingram, wherever he is, there he is. He's our best choice to play there. He certainly is our best choice to play there. And Scutt. Aren't I letting Scutt go, though? It's probably not worth bringing him in. Okay, let's have a look after Scutt. So after Scutt, it's Hunt in both positions, and then Gallagher. Okay. So actually, there's Gallagher right there. I'm going to swap these two round and see if that improves anything at all. We'll try that. And I'm going to put Amos on the bench instead of Constantinu, which could be a mistake, but I'll own it if it's a mistake. Where's Walker? Walker's still suspended. Callahan's still injured. Sorry, O'Callaghan still injured. Okay, I learned a little bit there. That's quite interesting. I did not think Rooney could still play in the team for us, if I'm perfectly honest. I thought he was a little bit past it, but apparently not. Oh yes, Leeds are winning. Perfect. Chris Wood. Awesome. Don't normally want Leeds to win because they're starting to gain ground on Newcastle, but in situations like that, when I've got money on it, good shout. I'm not giving you a pay rise. Go away. You think I'm giving you a pay rise? You're joking. Alright, O'Connell's back in full training. That's a good sign, although Ingram's playing in the attacking midfield role now. Oh, hang on. Yes, attacking movement again as well. That's always a good sign too. think I bet on Leeds. Wouldn't it be awful now if it turned out I bet on Birmingham? No, I don't think I'd do that. I think I think I know my football well enough to know that Leeds should beat Birmingham. No, you haven't decided to stay. You haven't. You need to leave. I don't want you anymore. Yeah, I just want you gone. Go away. Ah. Thing is that they're more than happy just to sit around and pick up a wage now. That's the problem. We've got literal dead wood in the squad, and the board block every time I try and just release them. So I either have to get rid of them on a free transfer or they stay, and it's really frustrating because clearly I don't want them to stay. I think I made that bit quite obvious. How very frustrating. Anyway, we've got the Margate game to look forward to, so let's, again, be positive. Be nice and positive. Walk around with a smile on our face. Be nice and happy about everything. Ah, boy. Long load screens, not really a lot to say. How frustrating. No one in the chat to talk to either. If you are watching, if you're in the audience and you're watching, don't be afraid to say hi. Shorty21, welcome to the stream. Don't be afraid to say hi. Pitch in with some ideas. Talk about football. This is an open forum. As long as you're not, you know, racist or anything like that, you're fine. You can say whatever you like. Why Hatfield? Good question. Good question. Well, technically I'm from Welwyn Garden City, but I've lived in Hatfield all of my life. And I go to university in Hatfield as well. So, in the past, I've played as teams that aren't associated with me. Like White Hawk and Fleetwood, they were both part of the basic series, and the fictional Jeffreys United. But then when it came to, I think it was 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to play as a real team, as low down in the football pyramid as possible. So I got the database add-on, and I looked long and hard and couldn't really find a team that interested me. And then I remembered that Hatfield will probably be around there somewhere. So I took a look, and sure enough, there they were. So that's why I manage Hatfield. And I do stress that the only database changes I made to Hatfield is the kits. They normally play in blue at home. It's like a lightish blue and a sort of dark orange away kit. I changed it to blue and red at home to match my channel colours, and black and white away because of the mighty Magpies. They're the only changes I made. Everything else is exactly as you find in the box, as it were. But yeah, good question. That's why I play as Hatfield. I've never been to a Hatfield game, and I think I said a couple of weeks ago I want to go to a Hatfield game. Why not? Local team, play just down the road. But I don't know when they're playing because their website isn't updated. I think their website still shows last season's fixtures. It's hard on this pad. Are you watching on a tablet then? Allman, hello. There we go. Now the stream's going to kick up. Hello, Mr. Hatfield. Is that my nickname now? Oh, God. I mean, I suppose there could be worse nicknames out there. I'll take that one in my stride. If only, you know, if Hatfield themselves could pick up on the fact that I'm watching them. invite me to a game. I don't think Goslin has any executive boxes, but you never know. Ah, no. Hatfield, Hertfordshire, just north of London. I'm proper Hertfordshire, born and bred. Don't pronounce my H's or anything. That's like the audition. Hello, you look good. Can I afford him? I might be able to afford him. How cool would that be? Another goalkeeper to go with the 5 I already have. I don't think he's going to accept though. £350 a week is a lot less than what he wanted. He's accepted! Do Hatfield Town have Twitter or Facebook? That's a good question as well. I couldn't possibly tell you. Let me look it up actually. That's a very good shout. I should perhaps follow them on Twitter. They do have a Twitter. They've only got 6 followers. Let's check when they last tweeted. Oh, these players look good. It's a shame I don't offer wage rises like that. Go away. Proper northwest Londoner. Ha. Thing is, there are people from Stevenage. I mean, Stevenage is 30 miles north of London, who walk around like they're Cockneys. And I can tell you right now, they're not. Not even close. Okay. So, Hatfield themselves last tweeted 6 hours ago. Shall we all go follow Hatfield on Twitter? To be honest, most of their tweets are retweets or updates as to how many followers they've got. So that's not very good. In fact, it almost looks like their Twitter account has just been left to die, really. Doesn't look very good at all. Careful with bonus because of loyalty payments per month. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't do that kind of thing. I certainly don't do... well, actually, I tend to bribe players with the goal bonus, appearance bonus, and all that sort of thing to get them to sign. Yes, it does end up costing me a lot of money, and I wouldn't advise it. The one I don't do is the wage rises, because they're not worth it. Especially the yearly one. Like, if you get promoted, you do end up getting more money, so you can afford the wage rise. Their Twitter account doesn't have any fixtures. So I'm going to go back and check their website. Hatfield Town FC. So they last updated it 3 days ago. They talk about their reserve team a lot. Hatfield Town Reserves. They talk about them a lot. Oh, who's their first team sponsor? Warren Vehicle. Ah, that explains why they keep retweeting them then. Yeah, it's all reserve results. News and calendar. League news. Teams. I couldn't get a list of their first team players either, which is a bit disappointing. They need to update it. They need to update their website. We'll start a campaign at some point, I'm sure. Anyway, so we got Margate away from home. At home. What am I talking about? Margate are the away team. So I'm going to keep in those changes that I made. Rooney at centre-back alongside Baldwin. Anderson still has to play at right back because Walker's still suspended. McKee and Gallagher playing in midfield. Ingram playing behind the striker. And apart from that, I'm relatively happy. Any other teams from their league that have a website? Again, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't possibly tell you. The fact that they're still showing results. So I've gone on the first team thing, and their last match was Tuesday the 22nd of September against Tossenho. The good news is they won 3-1. They do have some players listed. Here's the interesting thing. Do I know any of these people? Bearing in mind I've grown up around here. Do I know any of these people? Let's get the match going whilst I have a look at the first team. I can safely say so far, no names are springing out at me. For some reason they've got a player called Opposition Own Goal. Oh, they've got a player with a profile. Andrew Simmons has a profile. He has a picture and everything. Jack Sheldrake, that name sounds familiar as well. I hope they don't mind me reading their names out on here. They are on a World Wide Web, so I don't see why there'd be a problem. Fixtures and results. Wayne Rooney does have a brother, John Rooney, I think it is. There's a lot of Rooneys that are sort of all related. Oh, McKee, good goal. And they are sort of all related to one another. There's Adam Rooney, who plays up in Scotland, I believe. Yeah, you go on their fixtures, and it's all from early 2016. So their last game was... They haven't even got a result for this one. The 7th of May 2016, they played Codicut away, but there's no score. So they're not updating their website, clearly. The next thing to check actually is not Twitter, Wikipedia, and see if they have a link to their website. Oh, Margate just equalised. Well, that sucks. HatfieldTownFC.com. .co.uk, not .com. Where did I get .com from? Oh, that was a good goal by their guy. Fair play. Okay, they don't have a website anymore. On that link, at least. Really weird. It's almost like... I mean, they exist. I know they exist. I've heard that they play matches and everything. There's just no trace of it anywhere. Oh, good header, McKee. Ingram on the ball now. Got Beckford out wide as always. Go on, beat your man. No, that's stupid. Oh, they got a Facebook page. Let's check their Facebook page. Plays for going. Okay. There is a Rooney. I think he plays for Crawley. A team in red. I know that much. In the Football League. Maybe they're not related. I used to sign John Rooney on Football Manager. Okay, Hatfield Town Football Club, 5th of November 2016. Their chairman stood down. So with a very heavy heart, I've taken the decision to announce today that I'll be stepping down at the end of the year as chairman of Hatfield Town FC. I will obviously relinquish my responsibilities sooner if somebody steps in beforehand. The decision has been a very tough one to take, but I feel I have done my very best for this club for nearly 6 years now, and feel I can do no more, and the time might be right for a change. That's unfortunate. As I say, that was the 5th of November. Since then, Well, they played on the 10th of September 2016. How weird. There's just like, there's no real proper mention of them online anymore. It's like they don't have an online presence. It's either you're in the know and you know where to be and when, or you just don't go. They finished 18th, it says on Wikipedia. Yeah. I didn't say they were the best. I'll throw that out there now. Oh, Young. See, Young's camera shy. He's playing absolute dross now. I might relegate him to the bench for the next game. This is really strange that there's not been much mention of them. 6th of August, they kicked off the season. 3 home games on the spin. They played Hatfield Town, then Kensington Borough, then Hatfield United, all at home, for the first 3 games of the season. Saturday the 13th of August was the last match. No mention since. Oh, we scored. Ah, Tom Young scored. Was it a ball over the top that he ran onto and put in the back of the net? Let's find out. It was a long ball over the top that he ran onto and put in the back of the net. Well, there you go then. He started to score his goals again. I realise there's probably some people watching this that aren't that actually interested in Hatfield Town as such. That's just really strange that I mean, their Facebook page has got more support than their Twitter page, at least. I can tell you that much. Hatfield Town... Oh, hang on. Okay, that might help me out a little bit. Sorry, there's a match going on. I should focus on this as well. So, half time. 2-1 up. Good performance from what I've seen, although I haven't been watching all of it, I'll be honest. Bring Hunt on for Gallagher for the second half. The back four's looking a bit weak as well. Rooney not having the best game of his career. Okay, so where are we at now? Well, that's not up to date at all. 17th of the 9th, 2011 is where it starts. 16th of the 8th, 2014 is where it ends. The capacity of Gosling is not 5,000. I do not believe that. No way. I was about to say, oh, they found a new chairman, but that was the old chairman in 2012 stepping in. Yeah, it's really weird. It's like they don't exist. Strange. Anyway, let's focus on this, shall we? Morrison with the throw to Ingram, forward to Edge. Poor pass. Never play it behind the man. Look at that. Run onto it. That's a really poor... Matt Godden as well. See, Matt Godden in real life is a walking goal machine. Matt Godden on Football Manager seems to be the same. That's a really poor piece of defending. Look at that. Just bumped him off. That's a stupid goal to concede. Who is that playing left centre backs? Baldwin, isn't it? Yep, Baldwin, you were dropped for a reason, my friend. No one challenged for that header there either. Oh, and they've got their own Morrison playing. I see. Here's the guy that scored there first. I did try to sign Godden in the closed season, but he wasn't interested. I don't like that. When players reject you and say that your club's not as a high enough status, but then they go and sign for someone else in the same league as you. That annoys me. Because, you know, that's not exactly like they've signed for a team with a higher status, is it? They've just signed for a team that's offered them more money. I'm looking at stats. Charlie Edge is having a poor game. Hunt's not had a great time since he came on. Good interception here by Edge, though. Can we sneak up back in front? No, we can't, because Tom Young can't hit a cow's ass with a banjo. Alright, here's the sub I'm going to make. I'm going to bring Amos on up front for Edge, and I'm going to swap so that Young is out on the left-hand side. I'm also going to bring King on for Rooney, because that, a 6.2 in defence, not good enough. Not good enough at all. We need to score again. We need to win this game. Let's be quite frank here. Quite frank and quite clear. We need to win this game. We got a free kick. Holland is going to get booked. Yep. Hatfield lost 4-0 in their last game against Hadley Wood and Wingate. Where did you find that out, Allman? Tell me what to look for. Bear in mind that you can't post links in the chat because Moobot will silence you. I probably should change that. As I said last week, it's because people were posting links to not very nice websites. So I stopped that from happening. But yeah, I'd be interested to know where you found that out. Thank you for finding that out for me, though. I've got their updated results and fixtures. That's perfect. Oh, Beckford scored. I did sort of see it out the corner of my eye then. What happened? Ingram arrowed it over to McKee, laid it off. Nice. Good finish. Very good finish. Good interception by McKee, finding Hunt. Not that much movement in front of him, but always the option of Ingram. Again, played it behind his man, although good block there by Amos. Not sure he meant it. Beckford with a great ball in behind. Good touch, Amos. Can you get the shot on target? Ah, he was running away from goal. Wasn't expecting miracles. Could have been worse. Right, McKee, Anderson, ball over the top. Amos, is he onside? He is. Out to Beckford. Crosses it in. Poor cross. I think he was a bit too relaxed there. Needed to be a bit more urgent running after that ball. We're not home and hosed just yet. There's only one goal in it still. Although, good baller here for Amos. The easiest way, go on Hatfield Town Wikipedia, go on the league, they're on in Wikipedia, click on the source and it's there. Okay, thank you. So it's the Spartan South Midlands, that's the one. I knew it had Midlands and Spartan in the title. No, that's not what I wanted. So wait, what was it? Go on the league. Right. Gotcha. Spartan South Midlands League. And then... oh yeah. And then find Hatfield. Where are they? I can't find them on here. Division 1? Yeah, Hatfield Town. Awesome. Thank you for that, Allman. So let's see, who have they got coming up? Oh, we did win in the end, 3-2. Good, good. Okay, so tomorrow they're away against Baldock. Okay. Baldock's not far from here, of course. Next home game is on the 11th of March against Buckingham Athletic at Gosling Stadium. Sure is. I've literally just read that myself. Right, I'm going to favourite this page. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so next Saturday, Gosling Stadium. They are literally doing away, home, away, home, away, home, away, home. Very alternating, should we say. Or they got Harpenden in a few weeks' time. Anyone else? Oh, they got Baldock again. Oh, that's interesting. So they're actually playing Baldock tomorrow, but they're also playing Baldock in the reverse fixture in 3 weeks' time. That is interesting. Anyway, that was Ingram's debut, believe it or not. I didn't think it was, but there you go. Beckford, another goal and another assist. So he's looking very good for us at the moment. Ah, good. Ekpetita has actually been released, so that means our wage budget is still bad. Who did I sign again? I did sign someone, didn't I? Which messed it up somewhat. Oh well. Right, next game. Needham Market. Finally stumbled on Hatfield Town real fixtures. Yes, thank you again. That is perfect. So it's been a little while now actually since I basically trying to find out information on them. It's almost like they don't want you to find it out. It's very strange. But yeah, that's good. So anyone watching this, Hatfield Town are away at Baldock tomorrow, which is the 4th of March, and then next week, the 11th of March, they're at home. So let's all of us and our masses descend on Gosling. We'll probably double their gate numbers. Still 1-0 to Leeds as well, so I'm happy in that respect. It's always good to see when your bets come through. I really need to change my seating angle when I stream because my knee seats up. Really hurts. Gotta stop doing that. It's good advice to people out there. Don't sit with your knees bent all the time. When you try and straighten your knee, you find you can't. It's a shame that Hatfield's Twitter account isn't kept up to date, because I imagine that would be a good way for people to find the club. Oh god, Morrison's now suspended. Fantastic. I've got to stop my players getting booked. Ha! What a coincidence. You find that a lot with non-league football. They'll suddenly play someone that you're aware. Oh, Luke Wilkinson. Look at that. Another amazing coincidence. I'll be watching him run up and down tomorrow for Stevenage. Now, if I could bring him in... what a strong statement that would be. If I could bring him in. Southall attendance on Hanwell's pitch. Yeah. You see a lot of ground sharing and tenancies and things like that. I mean, that's how AFC Wimbledon started. They play at Kingsmeadow, which is originally the home of Kingstonian. Now AFC Wimbledon own it, and Kingstonian are, I think they still play there as tenants. They might have moved actually. The table's really turned on that one. I'm going to see if I can ask the board for a bigger wage budget. Oh, that didn't work the last time I went to ask. Alright, let's get the youth coaching budget up as well. Yay! Haha. Fair enough. I wish you well. Here's hoping they do well. Wow, the board are really on my side today. What have I done to make them suddenly be happy with me? Oh, wow. Right, that's it. I'm bringing in Luke Wilkinson. I am bringing in Luke Wilkinson. What a signing that would be for us. My scouts are doing a bloody good job now, I see. Get rid of that. Come on. We've got to convince him to join us. Goal bonus. We'll increase your wages after, let's say, 30 games. Contract extension after promotion. Why not? Optional contract extension by the club. Relegation release clause. 5,000. Okay, we're getting closer. Oh boy. Come on, Luke. You know it makes sense. Yes! Good boy. Good boy, Lukey. Look at all these really good players that are suddenly available to us. Dylan Connolly. That name sounds familiar. I'm sure I've signed him before in the past. Look at this guy's crossing. Somewhere between 11 and 14. That's incredible. Oh wow, we've even got Icelandics now available to us. What do you know? All you have to do is become rich and suddenly players become available to you. Let's see, how many of these names do I recognise? Ben Williams, that name sounds familiar. Paul Woolston. Yeah, he used to be, I reckon he started at Newcastle, didn't he? Yes, he did. Look at that. I know my football. Peter Arnett, not too worried about that. Dan Butler. Wow. Ex-Portsmouth in Newport County. Can I tempt you, Mr. Butler? He'd be a cracking signing as well.